Hi, I'm Alan Autry. Some of you might remember me as Bubba Skinner from the TV series In the Heat of the Night. Some might even know me as the former mayor of Fresno, California. Then some of you, probably a whole lot of you, have absolutely no idea who I am, and that's just fine with me. Because I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to talk about what God is doing with me and hopefully what He's going to do with you and me together. I'm talking about Church First Films, a new, exciting, and different way to serve God's kingdom through film. So you're probably asking yourself right now, so what makes Church First Films so different from other distributors of Christian films? Well, let me share just a few things about what we do and how we do it. Then I think you'll not only understand the difference, but you'll also be as excited as I am about bringing a Church First film event to your church. You know, it all starts with a high-quality, entertaining, faith-driven movie. Our first film is called Victory by Submission. It's a powerful, hard-hitting movie about a young fighter with a burning desire to be a champion. But before he can become a true champion, God's champion, he must first defeat the toughest opponent of his life, himself. Here's a preview.
Oh, massive right hand by McGuire.
God spoke to me. He said he was going to call on a fighter, and he's going to bless that fighter with a chance to be a champion.
I'm 9-12. God needs to brush up on his MMA.
There's evil in this world, Tommy. And that evil has to be confronted and defeated.
Dad went to Vietnam to confront evil. Look what happened to him. Evil won. I don't want to see the same thing happen to my brother.
You even got your name right there.
You never give up, dude.
Do you want to be a champion?
More than anything.
No, you don't.
We're behind on our rent. And what are we gonna do when they kick us out of our apartment, huh? Where are we gonna live? The gym?
Because I love you. And I want to be your father, the father I should have been all along.
You want me to find you a fighter who can put up a decent fight. Before Crazy Dan hurts him so bad, he sends him straight to the emergency room.
Kind of a Rocky thing, you know, get the people of Fresno all fired up. Yeah, we love this guy, we love this guy.
Hate and anger are the two most powerful weapons any fighter can have. If you don't use them, you lose them.
I've been beat up worse by God than I ever have in the cage. So if you really don't want to see me get hurt, don't ask me to go to church.
Now it sounds to me like your boy is in a battle. And he needs your help. So I want you to quit feeling sorry for yourself. Soldier up and go be the father that God intended you to be.
Sometimes the punch that wins the fight is the one you don't throw.
Now, high-quality, entertaining Christian films like Victory by Submission are usually distributed in 4 steps. First, it's released in the theaters. Second step, streaming. Third step, DVD. And fourth and last step, it's made available for viewing in our churches. Now, I had envisioned following this same model with Victory by Submission. In fact, one of the top distributors of Christian films in the world made us a substantial offer, and I was planning on taking it. But you know the old saying, know how to make God laugh? Tell him your plans. While we were negotiating the contract, I decided to show the film to a few churches to just get some feedback on some final edits I was making before the final cut. I also asked the attendees to fill out a short survey on what they thought of the film. Now, I would have been very happy if only a few hundred people had showed up. Well, you can just imagine my reaction when at the first showing on a rainy, stormy night, a long line had formed nearly 2 hours before the movie started. And the folks, well, they just kept on coming. We scheduled 2 more showings at different churches after that, and when it was all said and done, over 3,000 people came out to see Victory by Submission at those 3 showings alone. But it wasn't just the number of people who came to the event, it was who came and the reaction to the film that made the biggest impact on me. Most of the people who attended were members of the church, and hey, that was great because they got to see a good movie with a good message in the comfort of their own church. But they also brought with them friends and family, many of which had drifted away from church and others who had never even been to church in their lives. And this is where it gets really exciting. After seeing the film and being introduced to some of the church pastors, staff, and church ministries like Celebrate Recovery and such, some of those folks are now going to church regularly and seeing their walk with Christ get back on track. As my old pastor, G.L. Johnson, used to say, if that doesn't get your fire burning, then your wood's wet. But that's not all the good news. The results of our survey rating the film was both exciting and humbling. Over 1,000 people responded, and 97% said Victory by Submission was a very good to excellent movie, with the vast majority in the excellent category. We also had many tell us that it was the best faith-based film they had ever seen, and were so happy that they were able to see it in a church first. Now, these are just a few of the reasons why I've decided not to take the distribution offers we have, and instead created Church First Films. And what does that mean? Well, it's pretty simple. Remember the chart you saw earlier? What we've done is simply taken the last place a good Christian film goes to be seen and put it first. Simple as that. Victory by Submission will eventually go to the theaters, then streaming, then widespread Blu-ray and DVD. But for the next 9 months, this special movie that is helping people get to church, get back to church, and blessing thousands of lives will be shown only in churches first. But again, that's not all the good news. Church First Film has also taken great joy in helping create a financial blessing to every church that chooses to show our films. From building a new youth center to helping fund their local FCA, we've seen churches use these resources for a variety of good causes and look forward to partnering with you to do the same. So it's a joy and an honor to invite you right now to be a part of the Church First Film family by bringing Victory by Submission to your church. Thank you for your time. God bless you, and remember, victory's coming.